Hi, my name is Ji-Wei Kim and this is Team Sweetfish. This is our table of content. Today we're going to be presenting our prototype in action. First of all, our prototype called BuzzBus, which is built to help those who are frequent commuters using public buses as their transportation. Our target audiences are university students and targeted their most frequently used transportation. We have the graph on the slide as an example from our research. Few of the participants has told us that they had uncomfortable experiences on buses. As you can see, 72% have responded that they have felt uncomfortable on buses, and 56% have experienced this due to missing their bus stop, which led to our focus of helping to solve this problem. Now I'll be focusing on our prototype's problem statement and how our application can support it. The reason for our team thought that needed a solution of an application that provides notification during commuting is because people often miss their bus because they're distracted. Their distractions could be anything from their phones to tiredness and accidentally falling asleep on the bus. This can also happen before arriving to the destination. They can be alerted with the notification so they can get off on time. Our app is designed to provide two important functions for commuters: a notification before the bus arrives to the user's designated bus stop to get on. Another notification is placed to alert the user before arriving to their destination on the bus stop. Our app will be using a location tracking service according to the routes that they have preset, but essentially we're trying to help commuters such as university students to have a comfortable ride without getting worried that they will miss the bus that they need to get on or get off at a wrong stop because they were distracted. This is our user persona of a university student that uses public buses for his way to uni. So about BuzzBus, we provide full service to our users from simple things such as different user login options. There are different options such as Google or Facebook. Also, there are different settings page such as user information page, general setting, and a terms and condition for the location tracking services and other private data. We also created a function for retrieval of their lost ID and password for the convenience of the users. These can be the basic functions but most important functions for the users. There are some additional functions that we included such as our snooze function and Face ID login. This won't be shown in the demonstration, however the user can enable Face ID for the app if they wish to. These two functions were an add to the application after our second round of usability testing. A snooze function will allow the user to be reminded again if they wish to. Additionally, they can save their frequently used trips such as home to uni, uni to home.
This is Leo, a university student. He is at the end of his semester. In these last couple of days, he has to stay awake until dawn to do his assessments. When he is about to go to bed, he remembers that there is this app called BuzzBus that he heard from his friend. BuzzBus is a mobile application where users can set a reminder for whenever their chosen bus is close to the bus stop. It also has a built-in alarm so that whenever a user is, say, sleeping on the bus, they will get an alarm to wake them up. After logging into the app, he starts setting his travel destination, bus arrival time, and notification settings for the bus he usually takes.
This is how the process goes.
The next morning, Leo is studying for an exam he has later that day. He becomes unaware of the time due to focusing on his studies too hard. An alarm starts ringing, which means that his bus is close to the bus stop. Leo packs his bag and starts walking to the bus stop. While studying on the bus, he falls asleep. Luckily, he has BuzzBus installed on his phone and he has already set up the alarm. When the bus gets close to his destination, the alarm starts ringing.
There are factors to consider in designing an application. Interaction designers should consider various perspectives on one application, such as how user-friendly the product is, how convenient it is, how aesthetic elements are configured, and how improvements can actually be provided to the users. In fact, the theme of this project, helping people commuting by public transportation, was a great significance to us as we are those students as well. There have been many difficulties from user research to actual prototype development, but as a result, we think that all of them were also a process of growing as an interaction designer. More people were experiencing inconvenience commuting than expected. Among them, it was not easy to come up with ideas that could make as many people feel the greatest utility. In the process, we learned how to set the most specific and easy to sympathize target users. Later, even when detailed development was initiated, the prototype design was overturned several times to focus as much on user convenience and usability as possible. In this process, we realized once again that the communication and feedback between team members are more important than anything else. This is because it can determine the efficiency and even the quality of the project. While testing after development, it was possible to develop the ability to evaluate products from objective and diverse perspectives. Likewise, communication between team members was the most important thing in trying to approach from a new perspective and catching parts that had not been discovered so far. Through this project, our group members have grown to another level as interaction designers and feel great pride and satisfaction in the result we have created. This project, which will be a valuable asset in the future, was a very meaningful experience.